Hey warriors, welcome to a Splinty Roxy bonus episode. Today I'm answering questions from Instagram from fellow MS warriors about how I deal with MS and other things. Question number 1 is, are there changes due to your diagnosis in your personal decisions regarding your future? Well, yes. Recently, I've been dealing with a delay of Ocrevus. I started Ocrevus before the pandemic and it's been 9 months between infusions. As you probably know, if you take Ocrevus or if you don't, you have to take it every 6 months for it to work. And I've had a 3-month delay. It has caused me to slightly relapse, and then I actually feel a little bit worse than I did when I started it. For me, I'm unsure whether I'm going to continue or not, so there's a lot of decisions that I have to make in relation to my health and wellness journey. Before, I was just eating good and exercising, and that was doing pretty well for me, and I hadn't had a relapse in over 2 years. A bad relapse, because obviously I have day-to-day symptoms that I deal with, and that's an issue in itself, but nothing too serious. Since taking Ocrevus, I at first thought maybe it was doing well, but as my B cells are increasing, ideally when they give you Ocrevus, they want your B cells to be between 0 and 20. Obviously I've had a 3-month delay, but we've recently done a B cell count for me, and my B cells are 170, which they noted was quite high. So I don't know if that's because of the delay in the pandemic, or because of a relapse, or maybe because my body's not taken to the treatment. So I'm having to make decisions whether I want to continue, or whether I should look at new treatments, or whether I should go back to how I was living before. So to answer your question, yes, there's a lot of personal decisions I have to make. That even includes just what I want to do in my future, in my life, work, relationships, children, anything. And it's a lot to deal with. I speak to a lot of people just to get everyone's point of view and personal stories outside of just medical situations, which is very valuable. Question number 2 is, have I adapted to my MS? Yes and no. I've adapted in ways because I finally accepted my diagnosis. I know it's real, and I know that I have MS. But in ways I haven't, because I haven't really fully got the right process and the right flow of things down yet. So I've adapted as much as I possibly can, and adapted in the best way that I know so far. But I feel like I'm constantly learning about MS, learning about myself with MS, and learning about how to better navigate. I've changed a lot. I've stopped smoking over the last year or so. I think I'm now a year and a half tobacco free. I've changed my diet. I exercise more when I can. I especially use yoga, because yoga for me adapts so much that even if I can't walk, there's no reason why I can't do hand rotations, meditations, easy flows. So that's been beneficial. But there's a lot of things I haven't adapted with. I still feel sad sometimes. I have depression and anxiety the same. I deal with symptoms, and sometimes it gets the better of me. I've had to realise that I'm not so mobile as I used to be. It's not that I'm not mobile, but I can see the changes, and I'm using mobility aids and adaptations to just better help me. Question number 3. Does MS ever scare you to the point where you become withdrawn from others? Absolutely. A lot of the time I kind of become internal, and I don't know how to conversate about the things I'm dealing with sometimes, and sometimes it makes me feel like I am a bit of a burden. Not that I am, but it just feels like you're just complaining, or you don't know how people are gonna, because it's invisible, people don't see it, and you just feel like you there's a long time in life where I couldn't go outside. Like, I was so scared to go outside and just interact with people. I used to pass out a lot on trains, and incontinence, things like that was so bad that I just couldn't do it. I was petrified of going outside. I was petrified of interacting with people, talking to people, because I just felt like I was just there, but I wasn't there. I was there, but I was somewhere else at the same time. So it did definitely scare me, and sometimes it does scare me to this day, in a way that I just feel like maybe I've lost a little bit of my personality and who I was, and I'm still trying to adapt to that. Question number 4 is a sweet one. You always look fabulous. What's your secret? Well, there's no secret. I paint a face even when I can, and sometimes that might be once a week or once a month. A lot of the time I'm like in bed, hair's rugged up like this, pajamas on, like not doing anything, no face on, looking like, and that's my reality. I don't always look like this. I suppose if you're viewing people through Instagram, even you're seeing the best side of things. Even the bad side is still the best bad side, isn't it? You're still picking the better photo, or trying to put across the best narrative. Even when I go to hospital, I put like a red lipstick on or something like that, just to make myself feel better, if I'm honest, like just to give myself a little bit of boost of morale, just to get through things. So there's no secret. The secret is that it's not all the time. As much as maybe my Instagram will let you believe it's all the time, it's not. So I also decided to ask other MSs, like things they would say to the younger self before your MS diagnosis. What would you tell them? So if you could offer your younger self any advice before your MS diagnosis, what would you tell them? One MS has said, appreciate everything you have, because just like that, it all can be lost. And that is very true. I mean, I was young when I was diagnosed, and I never realised that this was going to be my future. You think you're going to do so many other things that just in a minute, in the blink of an eye, it just all changed. So I definitely agree. Another MS has said, brace yourself, which is very similar. It's a roller coaster with MS. So you need to strap in, strap down, and just ride the wave. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. And you've got to be okay with it. And even when you're not okay with it, you've kind of got to figure it out. MS number 3, work less and travel more, because you never know when you won't be able to. And that's true. I still travel to this day. A lot of us do, but it's different. There's a lot of adaptations, a lot of things you have to take into consideration. High rates of travel insurance, things like that. So it's something that I wish I would have done a little bit more when I was a little bit younger, before I was diagnosed. But it's something that I'm still wanting to do now, and I still trying to make it my kind of aim to travel as much as I can around the world. MS number 4 said, eat healthier, is something I also wish I did. I was a terrible person with diet before, and I never used to really respect myself, my body, and show my body love. So that's something that I've done, and I'm glad for it. Another MS has said, I would tell myself, don't have sex if you're in a mood. That's something I told my younger self, but it's something I would tell myself in general. I think anyone should just not have sex if they're not in the mood. It's never going to be enjoyable. You shouldn't have to force yourself to do anything like that. And I agree. Another person said, not everyone is out to hurt you, and not everyone is your friend, which is something that I think is just valuable for everyone. Not everyone is out to hurt you. And no matter if you're being hurt, you need to keep your heart open, because there's going to be some beautiful people in your life, and there's going to be some negative people in your life, but you cannot let the negative ones take the light away from you. Warrior number 7, don't be a sheep. Don't follow the herd. Realise that you're an individual, and realise that your life is going to be individual to you. That includes just life in general. That includes MS symptoms and journey. Yes, we can learn from each other, but we are not the same person, and we have to remember that. MS warrior number 8. You are worthy, you're a good person, and you deserve happiness. And that is the truth for all of us. We are all worthy. We are all good people, and we all do absolutely deserve happiness. And I need every single one of you to know that. Warrior number 9. Eat more mindfully and drink a beep ton less. Drinking's not great for MS. Drinking is not great really in general, so drinking less is always gonna be good for your mental health. It can become a bit of a crutch. I don't really drink as much anymore. It's not that I've never drunk or I don't ever have a drink, but I do not drink per se, and it's better for me. And warrior number 10 said don't smoke. And I agree. Smoking nicotine with MS is literally the worst thing you can do. Your nervous system is trying to relax, and this constant smoke inside your body is only triggering it. I didn't listen for years. For years I was smoking a cigarette. I was like, I love it. It's good. What are you talking about? It's not that. But in actuality, I was using it as a crutch for the anger, the stress, and the lack of grieving that I was doing for my diagnosis. I read an amazing book called The Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Alan Carr. Allancarr, not the comedian if you're English. He is an amazing guy who wrote a book about how to quit smoking that a friend recommended me, and I've never looked back. I've been clean of nicotine for 1.5 years, and my body and everything can feel the benefits. So I would say to all of you, if you smoke nicotine, please find a way to quit, because it is doing you no good. And don't be like me, be better and realize this quicker, because it's only ever going to help you in the long run. Okay, well, I really enjoyed doing other MS Warriors questions. So please, if you have questions or the things you want to ask or the things you even want to know, just put them in either in the comments below, hit me up in the Instagram DMs or my stories and let me know, and I will do another bonus episode like this, where I answer your guys' questions. Love and light to all of you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being on this journey with me through MS, and hopefully we can further assist each other to live a better quality of life with MS. Love and light. Ciao.